So guys, welcome to a new video. Today we will be reacting to why Czechia is the least popular government, but first we will do a beat drop here because we can. Not like that. Yeah.
Achtung, Zugbetrieb. Kappa auf Gleis 1.
Yeah, now we're in the good mood, so we can watch this thing.
The past few months have been quite turbulent for the Czech government. With the next parliamentary elections in less than a year, 2024's European and regional elections was widely...
Yeah, first thing first, after one government, which was led by Andrej Babiš in COVID era, is now leading by Petr Fiala. The next one, which said things like we will get how it's called now, I fucking forgot. Financial stability to country. We will be doing this shit, that shit, and they are doing the opposite of their how it's what the fuck, I'm forgetting today. Every time some words, if I'm reading text in English, I'm forgetting Czech words, and now I'm forgetting English words. Does they don't do their it's government policy. Fuck it, let's watch this.
Perceived as a test of popularity for the five governing parties: ODS, the Mayors, Christian Democrats, Top 09, and the Pirates. Unfortunately, these tests haven't gone so well.
Yeah, Pirates are
European
down.
Parliament election, their total vote share declined by 10% compared to 2019. And in September, the governing parties lost
even
more
more
than a fourth of their seats in the regional assemblies, sparking back to the Prime Minister that ended the Pirates leaving the government. This has only exacerbated the government's unpopularity.
Pirates are good side. They don't have lots of young politics in their side, and they have a different view than others. So let's continue.
And Morning Consult polling suggests that the Czech Prime Minister, Petr Fiala, is literally the least popular leader in Europe, behind even Emmanuel Macron and Olaf Scholz. So in this video, we're going to take a look at how the current coalition became this unpopular, whether they can recover, and who might replace them if they don't.
Probably ANO. Again.
Before we start, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing and ringing the bell to stay in the loop and be notified when we release new videos. So let's start with a bit of context. Czech politics are currently dominated by two major political forces.
Prague.
The centre-right coalition Spolu, meaning together in Czech, and the catch-all populist movement ANO, which translates to yes. ANO, which is led by billionaire and agricultural magnate Andrej Babiš, and was in government from 2014 to 2021.
That was
due to a severely bad fallout from the COVID pandemic, where Czechia suffered through prolonged lockdowns and one of the highest mortality rates in the world, ANO lost the election to the newly formed Spolu coalition, led by political science professor Petr Fiala and composed of the conservative ODS, Christian Democrat.
I don't think Petr Fiala is bad in the leading of the government, but one thing what I'm strongly I don't want to see Andrej Babiš again in the leading position. I would like him back in financials. He was a great financial premier, and I think if he get that post again, he will do better than it was before he was elected as the premier. Yeah, but he don't want to do that to the lowercase politics. I don't know why.
KDU CSL and the Liberal Conservative Top 09. Spolu subsequently entered government with two other parties,
Yeah,
the Liberal
Pirates.
Mayors and Independent Movement, and the more progressive Pirates Party. This new heterogeneous
Yeah.
government has gained the nickname Petit Coalice, or the Five Coalition. We've made a full video about this, so go and check that out if you want more context. However, since taking power, the Five Coalition has faced several challenges. In the immediate aftermath of the war in Ukraine, gas and electricity prices skyrocketed, with Czechs paying
That's
the
true.
highest electricity bills in...
That's fucking bullshit. We're paying the highest amount for the kilowatt, and we're biggest producer in Europe. We are selling our electricity to German. We are selling our electricity to most of the Middle Europeans, and we're paying the biggest fucking taxes for this shit.
in the European Union, according to Eurostat. The government reacted by capping energy prices and subsidising the difference,
Yeah.
which cost the government hundreds of billions of crowns.
But Polish was
This, in
faster
addition to much
on
higher
fuel,
defence
on
spending
everything.
in response to the war, meant that the government had to impose budget cuts in order to prevent a growing deficit. It increased taxes on small businesses and working people, while reducing the pension valorizations.
This was bullshit. Why on small tech businesses? In Czech Republic, it's a lot of big businesses which get so fucking easy here with taxes, and if you're working in how it's called big company, like I don't know, something like I will say bullshit, connectivity, AMP, and this shit, which are not even locals. They're paying less. They're in Czech Republic. Margin in this in these companies is practically high because you're paying smallest how it's called, yeah, I'm now forgetting so much. I know I want to say you're paying lowest salaries because in Czech Republic you had still Czech crown, not euros, yeah, which is 1 Czech crown is equal to 0.25. It's 25 Czech crowns for a euro. I forgot this math yeah, you need 25 Czech crowns for 1 euro. Here is some more, I think 1,000 euros. Lowest salary. Let's take a look on this. 20 minimum. It's not even 1,000 euros. It's 840 euros. It's a minimum salary here. It's fucking nothing for big companies. Okay, I don't have this salary. I have a bigger, but still quite lower paid than my German colleagues. Or why not? But yeah, we will be increasing things for normal people.
To make matters worse, in October, the government also approved a pay rise for politicians, which didn't go down well with the public, given the fact that since 2019, Czechs have seen the largest decline in real wages across the EU. Unsurprisingly, the government now isn't very popular, and Petr Fiala, who's long ranked as the least liked European head of government, has a net approval rating of -59. In another poll, only 24% of Czechs really trust the government, in contrast to the 73% who don't. The most recent European elections confirm this trend. ANO beat Spolu, mainly by focusing its campaign on stopping illegal migration to Europe. The voters also lent support.
ANO didn't had about stopping illegal migration. They had something like we will be trying to get the lower taxes and this shit, and not anything about migration. Migration is Tomio Okamura, but okay.
Support to new political upstarts, namely the right-wing anti-net zero motorist party and left-wing anti-NATO coalition called Enough, which is led by the resuscitated Communist Party. In the regional elections, ANO won in 10 out of the country's 13 regions and enjoyed over 35% of the popular vote, winning more seats in the regional assemblies than all the government parties combined.
That's nice.
The biggest loser of these two elections is the Pirate
Pirates.
Party, which lost 2 out of its 3 MEPs and all but 3 of its 99 regional representatives. This can be attributed mainly to 2 things. Firstly, its failure to deliver its key promises like gay marriage, decriminalization of marijuana, and relaxation of copyright laws.
That's true. Things here, marriage of homosexuals is controversial. I think it should be for any couple, but here is still, even we're not seen by the world like the Polish brothers of ours, so Christians. Here is still too many Christians which said family is a man with women and they should have a kid, so this is so big bullshit for me right now. Marijuana, okay, with it would get money for the government, yeah, do it. I don't fucking care. If you do it with the same privileges like tobacco, with cigars, cigarettes. Do it, you can smoke just in some places. Not everywhere. If you do it right. Copyright is bullshit. Yeah, now I should get copyrighted by this channel because I'm using their property with this video and my over voice is practically nothing. I'm just saying what I want to say for this. But the copyright law as it is now is for me good. We shouldn't touch it. Keep it like it is.
Secondly, the pirate leader and now Minister for Regional Development, Ivan Bartosz, mishandled the digitization of...
Not mishandled. It was badly made for first try. It should be revamped and redone, remade. But they try to take old system which was developed for my side badly and tried to make it work, but it should get from the zero to hero.
Of building permit procedures, effectively leading to slower construction, all while the country faces the worst housing crisis in Europe. This was also the stated reason for why Petr Fiala suddenly removed Bartosz from...
Housing crisis is because everyone from countryside or small cities trying to get to big cities, which is Brno, which is Prague, somebody Ostrava, Pardubice. These few big cities which we have, everybody wants to be in there because there is work. You don't have new workplaces built in the small cities or villages. It's like practically everywhere, but here you cannot buy new parcels practically. I'm lucky, I wanted to stay in the village, so I found for the nice price house with a big garden. But if you want to get to city, you pay around, it's right now in Brno 6 million for 2.2 plus 1. It's 6 million Czech crowns, so you must divide it by 25 to euros and dollars, because it's right now same.
From the cabinet, resulting in pirates quitting the government. Given that the pirates only have 4 seats in the lower chamber, their exit did not trigger a government collapse. But the new pirate leader has vowed to moderate the party and target centrist voters. Aside from the pirates, Spolu may soon face another competitor. The former finance minister and co-founder of Top09, Miroslav Kalusek, has left his party after long criticising the government for not being fiscally responsible enough, and now seems to be forming a new party, which would undoubtedly target the same voters as Spolu. Contrary to expectations, Prime Minister Petr Fiala has done little to acknowledge his crumbling support, calling the recent electoral defeat.
One thing, I hate him. I don't think... No, I hate him. I don't like him. I don't hate him. I don't like this guy. I knew a little bit of his daughter. It was when I was in primary school. She had a beef with me, and her boyfriend in that time had beef with me because of I was hitting on her friend. But what the fuck? They're starting bullshitting me. I said, if you want to 1v1, let's go. I don't care. I will beat your boyfriend, and then I will be watching you inside your eyes and telling you you're a piece of shit. Even now, if you want to have a beef, we can beef it out. Primary, they have a not apartment, weekend house close to me. And if they are there, they have a police officers over here, and I fucking hate it. I'm a guy which doesn't give a fuck about laws. Yeah, so you can catch me driving here, not recklessly, but fast. I have calculated everything before I'm doing anything. And yeah, he's egoistic. If he's in the TV or anywhere, he's fucking egoistic, and his kids too. That's because of his how it's called, influence.
Non-fatal. He even said in an interview that anyone who's not dumb can see that the government has successfully led the country through several crises.
Nope.
In October, the ODS, Top09 and Christian Democrats announced they would continue their cooperation with Spolu for the upcoming parliamentary election, with the stated aim to again beat the populists. As of now, however, Spolu polls at 20%.
Why is my fucking space doesn't work?
Points behind Anno.
Now it's working. If they want to beat Anno again, they will need come with something else, like probably buy Porsos, build state houses like in a communistic era, and that houses, not houses, flats, sorry, flats, because you can stack more persons in the flat than in the house. And then not selling them, but something like giving them, not I'm fucking dumb now. You're buying properties or you're living in a rent, but it will be something between. You will be paying rent like in flat, but you will be buying it from the state, which will be giving you money back to the case. Fuck it.
And even
you can get funds, you can get everything.
Short of beating their main rival. So this begs the question, how has Anno reached this record high popularity? After all, it too faced low approval ratings less than 4 years ago.
Yeah, but they're shown even it was a bigger death count than the other states from Europe. They was more cooperative. They was more talkative with people. If people say something, they will listen or pretend to listen. But there is a government that doesn't. doesn't care about people.
Well, the short answer is that, despite losing the 2023 presidential election to a pro-government candidate, Petr Pavel, Andrej Babiš maintained steady pressure, campaigning against the ongoing budget cuts and tax hikes. Ano, meanwhile, shifted right on social issues and became more Eurosceptic, targeting disaffected Spolu voters as well as supporters of the nationalist SPD party.
No,
For
get
this
the
reason,
euro.
Ano left the European ALDE party and co-founded Patriots for Europe, along with Hungary's Fidesz and the Austrian FPO. Babiš has also been helped by the fact that he was cleared of charges in an EU funds embezzlement case, while no longer being registered as a former informant for the communist secret police.
I think nobody cares about this. It's just taken against him, and it will be taken against him. But if somebody votes for him, I will tell it. I was voting for Ano. Both the elections, the winner and the losing elections, I was voting for Ano. If anyone will tell me, this was his backstory and now he's different, I don't care if he's stolen the money. If he will say something and do it, let's fucking vote for him. If he thinks he can do it, let's show. He can show this.
Both major scandals plaguing his reputation. While he may be a controversial figure, he mitigates this by propping up other personalities from the movement. Primarily Ano's deputy leader, Karel Havlicek, whom Babiš designated as his shadow prime minister. In a nutshell, it now seems highly unlikely that the four remaining government parties will be able to reverse the trend and defend their parliamentary majorities at next year's election. Babiš doesn't seem to be losing momentum and is reaching historic levels of popularity. The Pirates and Kalusek's new party, meanwhile, threaten to put a dent in government party support, while anti-government upstarts like Enough and Motorists might also have a shot at entering parliament.
If Motorists get somewhere else than the European government, I think they can do something, because their voice is loud and they will be heard by the people, and it will be something else.
Parliament, becoming potential coalition partners for Babiš. Spolu and the mayors now need a miracle to avoid a complete defeat, or at least a major change in strategy if they hope to bounce back.
No.
Now, as a TLDR viewer, it's clear that you have a thirst for learning. After all, why else would you have watched a 10-minute video explaining Czech politics?
Yeah, 10 minutes video, it's 23 minutes video for me. I'm sorry, I'm not sponsored by anyone. I know you're sponsored. Thanks for this, and now green behind.
Achtung, Zugbetrieb.
So yeah, thanks for watching this video. Me talking about Czech least popular government in Europe. I think everything is about politics somehow. If you're I'm Czech, and I think that we can describe the Czech politician societal and economical landscape perfectly by the "this is fine" meme. Yeah, this man knows more about Czech politician than a Czech politician do. Politics than Czech politician. I like how a landlocked country has party called the Pirates. Bro, our ahoy, it's like Pirates ahoy. But we have a J and Pirates have U. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you take something for this. My English is stupidly today broken. My Czech is today same broken. I don't know why, but I'm forgetting words by the second, and then I remember them if I don't need them again. Now now I want to say I was speaking fluent, and now I'm fucking lagging again. So yeah, thanks for watching. We will be together in another Hypixel Skyblock video. And meanwhile, have a nice time and go check your politics too. Bye.